Wow, would you look at that? Another shade of blue with some activity. Yeah, we're still here. We're still here, guys. We've all been in a little hiatus again. We said that every time we get on, we've been in a hiatus. I know. We gotta get better at that. We've all been busy lately, so I mean, we're not professionals yet at this channel, so we still have our own lives and stuff. So can't fault us at that. So what is this? Another Shade of Blue episode 10, season 2. I know we're season 2 for sure. That's what it is. Yeah. So we haven't been on for a few weeks, but I was like, tonight I gotta get on, make an appearance. Tonight was a little different though. I wasn't planning on coming on tonight, believe it or not. But Another Shade of Blue, we talk about mainly the Mets and Dodgers. And tonight the Dodgers had a big loss. So I was like, I gotta get on and, you know, show some support for the boys in blue. The legendary Vin Scully passed away. I always dreaded this day, believe it or not. Like ever since he retired in 2016, I was like, man, now the next thing we hear about him, besides calling games, it's probably gonna be the day he passes away. And we've heard about him for a couple things here and there over the past 6 years, but I knew the big thing was gonna be when he finally passes away. He was already old. He called the Dodgers for 67 years, so I mean, once he retired, I was like, yeah, it's gonna happen sooner or later. So yeah, Vin Scully, he born in the Bronx, New York, passed away. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I listened to him my whole life. My grandpa listened to him. I remember talking to my grandpa about him here and there, and my grandpa's been gone since 2000, since I was like 19. So what is that? 13, 14 years ago. And Vin Scully was still there after that, so it's just weird that my grandpa used to talk to me about him. And then Vin Scully was still there after my grandpa was gone, and now he's gone, so it's weird, like it's a surreal feeling, you know what I mean? So for us Dodger fans, it's a big deal. It's a sad day, and not only for us, but for all of the sports world, not even just MLB. I know Vin Scully, he called like a bunch of stuff back in the day, the NFL, and I don't know, he did a bunch of stuff back then. No, it's sad. It's crazy. Like this past couple of years, it's been hard for the Dodgers. First, we lost Tom Lasorda. Then Vin Scully's wife died, and then Don Sutton, and now Vin Scully. So it's just weird. It's sad, but hey, it's gonna happen sooner or later. But it's just weird. The voice of the Dodgers is gone. So I don't know. Here's a couple of things. He became the Dodgers broadcaster in 1950 and called it quits in 2016. So yeah, 67 years right there. I mean and he did solo. He went solo by himself, probably about 99% of the time. Some people thought he was boring, but he wasn't boring. He could talk the whole game by himself, tell stories from like 50 years ago, and still talk about the game at hand. Nobody else can do that. I don't think anybody else can do that. Like, think about who else does that. You know what I mean? He called 25 World Series, 12 All-Star games, 21 no-hitters, and 3 perfect games. He was the youngest announcer to call a World Series at 25 years old. I mean, if you call games or a sport for 6 to 7 years, you're bound to get a lot of historical games. But I think his person himself, people wanted him to call those games, so that's why they let him do it. Obviously, everybody knows he called Kirk Gibson's homer in the '89 World Series. And he had that famous quote: "In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened." And he thought of those lines like at the top of the head. Like obviously he didn't know Gibson was even coming up to bat. And then so once he hit it out, he had like the most perfect phrase to even say. So I remember Puig's first week with the Dodgers, he was on fire. And I remember me and my uncle were watching the game, and my uncle was like, "Wouldn't that be crazy if Puig just hit it out the grand slam?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then so Puig did it, and then Vin Scully, his phrase, "And a high fly ball into deep right field. I don't believe it, a grand slam." And then he got quiet. I remember me and my uncle were like, we didn't even notice he was quiet because we were just enjoying the moment, and that's what Vin Scully wanted us fans to just enjoy it. And I didn't really notice it at the time, but maybe like a minute later, I was like, "Hey, Vin Scully hasn't talked for a while. What the heck?" And then that's what Vin Scully says. This is his quote: "I've learned over the years that comes a rare and precious moment that there is nothing better than silence, nothing better than to be absolutely speechless." And that was the moment when Puig hit that grand slam in his first week in the big leagues. And I was like, damn, yeah, it was the perfect moment because I didn't even notice he was quiet until like after a minute. I was like, wait, Vince Scully hasn't said anything. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I didn't hear this call because I was at the game actually. Me and my wife, well, my girlfriend at the time, not my wife, with Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez was injured. I forget what the injury was, but it was his bobblehead night, and I collect bobbleheads and stuff. I had the bobblehead. I don't know what happened to it. I must have lost it over the years. But we were at that game, and it was about the sixth inning or something. And since he was injured, he didn't come into play on his bobblehead night, and he came into pinch hit, and the whole crowd goes crazy. And what do you know? He hits a grand slam into Mannywood. He had a section right there in the little left field by the left field pole called Mannywood, and he hit the grand slam right there. And I'm pretty sure it was the sixth inning. And so I was so hyped up. It was like, what the hell? My wife didn't know she was watching at the time, but I did. I was like, damn, that's freaking crazy. Manny Ramirez did that. So I got home. I had the game recorded, so I got home and watch it. And then Vin Scully says, "That's more Hollywood than Hollywood. You're right. That's Mannywood." Like, I don't know. He thinks like it was just funny who thinks of that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy. Like I'm telling you, I always dreaded this day. And so tonight we're watching the game. We're making cornhole boards, a Dodger cornhole board at that. Watching the Dodgers and Giants. And I'm done sanding a piece of the leg of the cornhole board, and I look at the TV and I hear Joe Davis say, "I'm reluctant to give you guys this news, but Vin Scully has passed away." And I was like, what the fuck? Like right when it hit me, I was like, damn, that's the phrase I never wanted to hear. And as a sports fan in general, but it's just crazy that it finally happened. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's crazy because I'm a big diehard Dodger fan, and it's cool too because he even called the catch. At Candlestick, Joe Montana, Dwight Clark, and he's like, "It's a madhouse at Candlestick." That was Vin Scully, and that was the play that started the 49ers dynasty. What do you know? Vin Scully called it. So I don't know. It's a sad day. I mean, it's already midnight here, so I was like, I got to get on and talk about Vin Scully. I'm jealous of my friend Ernie. Shout out to Ernie Rodriguez. I didn't know, but I guess Vin Scully did like some kind of signing a few years back in a little town right here by my city called Taft. And my friend Ernie got a freaking baseball signed by Vin Scully. I'm like, damn, man. I wish I'd have knew about it. I would have been there. But he has it, so that's pretty badass. So yeah, rest in peace, Vin Scully. 1927 and 2022. Now he's up there with Tommy Lasorda and his wife. So let's get this next World Series for Vin. That'd be pretty cool. So anyways, in other Dodger news, not trying to get choked up and shit. You know what I mean? It's a sad day. Um, in other Dodger news, the Dodgers brought up James Outman, one of the kids from our farm system. Uh, Played yesterday and the day before. In his first at bat in the big leagues, he hit a home run. That was pretty badass. I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights. I was like, what the fuck? Who the hell is this kid? Outman. You know Outman. He's a hitman. So he played yesterday and the day before, and he's 5 for 6 now, 3 RBIs and 1 home run, and he's an outfielder. So yeah, he's an outfielder that we just brought up. But for some reason today we get Joey Gallo. I don't get it. Ballinger's doing pretty good lately. He's better than Juan Soto still. Look at the stats. I don't care. So yeah, good luck Padres. Y'all still chasing us. Y'all ain't nothing. We also brought up Miguel Vargas. He's the top prospect. He's a third baseman because Justin Turner, he keeps getting injured. I love Justin Turner, but he keeps getting injured. Max Muncy, he's also, he did a little something yesterday too. He hit the home run. I guess the Giants like he always does, but he's kind of on his way out too. You can tell. So yeah, what about another news? Oh, Deebo Samuel. He fucking finally signed his shit with the 49ers. What is it? 3 years, 72 million, 52 guaranteed. So we got him locked up for the next 3 years. So that's about, oh, god damn it. Juliana Pena, she lost this weekend to Amanda Nunes. She got beat the hell up, I'll be honest. She got destroyed. I didn't expect that. Because she finished Amanda Nunes in the first fight. Danny Garcia won this weekend too in boxing. I didn't take too many notes tonight. I was just, like I'm saying, I was gonna go to sleep a little while ago, but I was like, you know what, I gotta get on here and give respects to Vin Scully. So I'm just going off the top of the head, pretty much. So yeah, Phil, and Ron, we might be on this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. If not, I'll go solo again. Somebody has to keep the channel alive. You know what I mean? Somebody got to do it. So yeah, let me look at the standings real quick. Yeah, I mean, so right here off the top, the Yankees, 70-35. They're the top of the AL. So let's go look at the top of the NL. Feel? 70-35 for the Yankees. The best record in the NL, the Dodgers, 70-33. Oh. So our percentage is 680. The Yankees are 667. So look, the Dodgers got the best record in the league now. And then let's look at the Mets. Look at the mighty Mets. Shouts out Phil. The Mets are 65-38. They're not doing too bad, but I mean, what? They were up 10 games in their division about a month ago. Now they're only 2.5. So I told you, Phil, don't talk too much damn shit. But you know, I don't really talk a lot of shit, do I? The Padres are shit. 11.5 back of us. We got them next. I think we got them the day after tomorrow. So we'll see what Juan Soto does. I don't think he's going to change their season. They're done for this season, I believe. We'll see what they got next season with Tatis, Soto, and Machado. So, yeah, I think that's it, man. Yeah, it was a crazy day. Some stuff I didn't expect. So, rest in peace, Vin Scully, the voice of the Dodgers, the voice of baseball. Yeah. Let's go Big Blue. Let's get it for you.